Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. This video I'm calling Night Luna, and the general gist of this video is to show how the little compatriots and how we deal with Lunastra. She seems to be a bit of an enigma at the moment. There's a lot of people struggling. I'm aware she's been out for a while and there's been a lot of ideas throwing around on how to deal with her, what weapons are best. I've seen a lot of interesting videos regarding Lunastra, but they never actually go into full details. They just sort of say, oh, I prefer this weapon and this is why. So I'm actually wanting to go into a bit more detail with a bit of play style as well as show you. And the easiest way that the team I particularly play with fights Lunastra is twofold, really. For a starter, you're going to need range users or people that don't actively get in the fight. Basically, melee is a bit of a no-no. And the only reason I say that is because eventually we do start going a little bit cluster crazy. So unless you've got Rocksteady Mantle, you will be taking some flying lessons. Now, the idea behind this actual setup for fighting Luna, it's not to speed run her, it's to make her comfortable to fight. There's a lot of effects going on, there's a lot of really annoying little mechanics that a lot of people do not like. So the idea behind this is to basically near enough stop her in her tracks. And the way in which we do this is by status gunning or ailment gunning, whatever it's called nowadays. Now, due to the way in which Monster Hunter World works to previous games, this used to be the job of a light bowgun. However, not a lot of light bowguns are capable of this anymore. Now, there are two really good status heavy bowguns out there. You got the Radoban Raw and the Magdagetis. Now, the Radoban Raw just doesn't go high enough to be able to do it, so I would recommend the Magdagetis. And what you do is, being the heavy bowgunner, which is me playing in this particular instance, you immediately enter the fight and you will require 5 sleep shots level 2 to put her to sleep. Team puts bombs down, whiv and snipe to wake her up. It is at this point that it is up to you as to whether you want to go to level 2 stickies. You will notice that when I did it, I just unloaded all of my level 2 stickies into her. If not, you then go to level 2 para shots and it will take 5 again to paralyze her. Now, the optimal thing to do would be to hold on to those stickies, and while she's paralyzed you have just enough time to fire 4 sticky level 2s into her face. After they've all gone off and you're happy and you've recycled all your reloads, you require then 11 sleep shots level 2s to put her back to sleep. Again, bomb and whiv and snipe to wake her up. After that, you then require 8 paralysis level 2s to paralyze again, and then optimally, if you still have your stickies level 2s at this point, put 4 more level 2s into her face. Now, depending on what weapons your allies have got, this should KO her, at which point you then swap to cluster level 2s and go cluster crazy. When she stands back up, or when you feel comfortable, put that final level 2 sticky into her. That should leave you, particularly on this weapon with the Magdagetis, your collection of level 3 stickies and level 3 clusters. At this particular point, I normally then poison her just because you can, and it's just that extra little bit of DOT. It's not the greatest amount of DOT against her, it's only about 10 damage per second for X amount of time. However, it's handy, it's helpful, and I have noticed a significant time difference between poisoning and not poisoning. Now, at this point, she should, depending on the capability of the rest of your team, be running for it. Typically, I would say let her run, because if you flash her, she has a very good chance to go, yeah, screw you, Nova, and that's where problems then arise. Although there is a trick to this. Put your fire mantle on, sit under her and go cluster crazy. You can literally fight through the Nova, if you're lucky. After that, basically go back to your where she sleeps, Wyvern Snipe to wake her up, and then swap to Sticky level 3 and Cluster level 3 to finish her off. Fights normally take 5 to 6 minutes. It's not the quickest, like I said, but it does work. Anyway, thank you very much. Have fun, good luck, don't die. Bad for the health.